Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube video, Jenny Malm Biblical Messages. And I am here today to tell you about a dream that I had the other night. This dream is what is starting it all. It's starting my ministry, wherever that is going to go. And the funny thing is I've already done part 2 of this video and it's already out. So now I'm backtracking and doing part 1. The reason for that is because I keep doing it and it doesn't turn out right. And what you're going to hear with this dream and what God told me is the devil keeps closing my mouth. So I'm not sure if it's the devil that's doing this and getting me to not say this dream out there, and this, I don't know if it's a prophecy out there, but he, for whatever reason, we're doing number 1 second. Okay, so let me get to this dream. First of all, in Joel 2:28, he says, Joel was a prophet in the Old Testament, and he says that at the end times, your sons and daughters are going to prophesy, your old men are going to dream dreams, and your young men are going to see visions. And so a lot of this is coming up. You're going to be hearing, if you haven't already, about a lot of prophecies going on, a lot of dreams going on and people interpreting them, and a lot of visions going on. And I will admit that I look at my dreams in a dream book and things like that, and just lately it's just been sitting on my heart that I need to pay attention to them. But this particular dream, I just went straight to God. I was like, okay, God, I think I know what this means. I know it is from you, and I need you to confirm for me. And he did, and then some. So I was living in this house, and there was a house on the bottom of a hill, and then there was another house that was on the top of a hill. And the house on the top of the hill had a lot of children. There was about 20 children that lived in that house. And when I say children, they were all younger than teenagers. They were children. And for whatever reason, these kids were all dressed up. But they were all dressed up like animals. All sorts of different animals. So they're playing on the road. This is a desolate road. They're the only house on the top of the hill. I'm the only house on the bottom of the hill. So these children are just running around and playing like children do. And they're all in their cute little costumes. And all of a sudden, the older children start running home. Well, there's some younger children that got left behind. There was about 5 of them, and they were all very young. They were like 2 to 3 years old. They got left behind and they got scared. So I told them that I would help them get to their home. So I'm walking with them on the road, and the road was going to make a curve to go up to the hill. And I got to the end of like my road that was going to turn into their road. And all of a sudden there was this force that stopped me. It was an invisible force, and I just knew that it was a demonic force. And it seemed like the children knew it was a demonic force also. So this force held me back. It had me stay there. And the children just left and they ran home. So as the children were running back home, this force took me very, very forcefully, very hard, and it took me fast back to my house. Well, at my house, outside in the front yard, in the driveway, before the garage was, it was covered, and it had a table and it had a TV. My mom, my dad, and my oldest son were sitting at this table and they were watching TV. And here I come. I am not on my feet. I'm like in the air. This force is flying me through the air, and it's taking me up to the garage. And it's like I'm like hitting the garage and moving back and hitting the garage and moving back. and I'm looking at them, and I see that my mom is looking at me, but my dad and my son are watching TV. I don't know, the Chiefs are playing or something. And so my mom looks over at me, and I try to say to her, "Do you see what's happening?" But I can't say anything. Nothing is coming out of my voice. And I keep trying, and finally I can get just like this small sound out of my voice, but she can barely hear me, and it's no words that are coming out. So after hitting this garage, I don't even know how many times, finally the demon stops and he comes inside of me. So once he's inside of me, I am able to move my body, like I'm in control of my body. So I get up to my feet and I walk into the house, and my mom comes with me. And I'm pacing around and I'm trying to say, demon, get out of me in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, get out of me. And he is not getting out of me. And so my mom knows a little bit about this because I've been studying and working on this. So she starts saying what she remembers me saying. And so she starts saying it, and this demon still isn't leaving, and I keep like opening my mouth to say it, and finally the words come out. And finally, when the words come out, he comes up and out of me and he leaves. And I wake up. So I stew on this a little bit, and later on in the day, I just say, okay, God, I think I know in my head what this dream means, but I need you to tell me what this means, what's going on. Well, so he says, you are supposed to be in the deliverance ministry, which I have been obsessed with since about March. There was an incident that happened in March, and ever since then, I have been obsessed with it. I literally was driving in the car. I saw the devil when I was driving in the car. Like, a lot of different things happened over this particular weekend. And ever since I came back, I was just like, this all is happening for a reason. So he confirmed that I am supposed to be doing deliverance ministry. And then he said, and the devil does not want you to do it, and he does not want you to speak. So he is trying to close your mouth. So what I want you to do is I want you to get on and make YouTube videos, because I want you to be heard. You have things to say, and what you say is going to help people. So there it is. This is the dream that is starting it all. And it's so exciting for me because I changed my life around 3 years ago. And gosh, yeah, 3.5 years ago, but 3 years ago in June was really the big kind of thing that happened. And then it happened step by step. And so when you start to follow Jesus, it doesn't all just like bam hit you. It comes, and you learn a little bit more, and you learn a little bit more, and he just kind of takes you. So I mean, actually, it's been kind of fast. It's been 3 years, and there's been so much that has happened. And I'm so excited that I'm finally at this point that he is entrusting me with a ministry that I'm very passionate about. In the Bible, there are several times when Jesus was on earth that he took demons out of people, and he just used his authority and really helped people to be free, to really just be free. And this is what I desire to do. I see so many people that are in such bondage, and I just want people to be free. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you one right now. Here, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. It's Mark chapter 5, verses 1 through 20. Jesus heals a demon-possessed man. So they arrived at the other side of the lake in the region of, I'm going to get this wrong, Gerasenes. When Jesus climbed out of the boat, a man possessed by an evil spirit came out from the tombs to meet him. This man lived in burial caves and could no longer be retrained, even with a chain. He could break out of chains. Whenever he was put into chains and shackled, as he often was, he snapped the chains from his wrist and smashed his shackles. No one was strong enough to subdue him. Day and night he wandered around the burial caves and in the hills, howling and cutting himself with sharp objects. Sharp stones. He was actually self-mutilating himself. When Jesus was still some distance away, the man saw him, ran to meet him, and bowed low before him. With a shriek, he screamed, "Why are you interfering with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In the name of God, I beg you, don't torture me." For Jesus had already said to the spirit, "Come out of the man, you evil spirit." Then Jesus demanded, "What is your name?" And he replied, "My name is Legion, because there are many of us in this man." Then the evil spirits begged him again and again not to send them to a distant place. There happened to be a large herd of pigs feeding on the hillside nearby. "Send us into those pigs," the spirits begged. "Let us enter them." So Jesus gave them permission. The evil spirits came out of the man and entered the pigs, and the entire herd of about 2,000 pigs plunged into the steep hillside, into the lake, and drowned into the water. The herdsmen fled in the nearby town and the surrounding countryside, spreading the news as they ran. People rushed out to see what had happened. A crowd soon gathered around Jesus, and they saw the man who had been possessed by the legion of demons, and they were all afraid. Then those who had seen what had happened told the others about the demon-possessed man and the pigs, and the crowd began pleading with Jesus to go away and leave them alone. So this is a story about how Jesus heals, how Jesus got demons out of people, and now we have the authority under Jesus' name to do the same thing.